Mr. Gary Grant, followed by Paul Jacobs.
Gary's already testified.
Oh, do we already hear? I'm sorry, Gary.
Heard from Gary.
That's the wrong stack. Paul Jacobs. Thank you. You have 6 minutes, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you again. Good day, Supervisors. My name is Paul Jacobs, a Temecula resident and opponent of Liberty Quarry. The fact that this item is termed a joint defense agreement speaks volumes to what is really going on here. In order to grant deviant favors to Granite Construction that bypass the standard application process for their project, this agreement goes beyond a normal indemnification that may come with the approval of a normal project. But the Liberty Quarry project was denied by the County Planning Commission and this board, and then unnaturally brought back to life. The county is changing the rules to such a degree that you already have 4 lawsuits filed over the actions of this board. You have failed to do your fiduciary duty, not to mention disregarding all the precepts of your duty to represent we the people. This board has taken questionable actions to favor a particular applicant, knowing it is aberrant. The county and Granite Construction must enter into this joint defense agreement, a legal partnership, or partners in crime. I'm not sure which, and you don't seem to be listening. The agreement recognizes inherent conflicts of interests may arise between the county and Granite Construction. What happens if there's a falling out over some other project? Will the county now be even more beholden to Granite Construction for fear of not being reimbursed for extensive legal fees? Any project proponent can ask for special favors to move a project through to approval. But the decision to grant those favors that go against existing policies or to adopt policies that favor a particular project are solely the responsibility of this board and the tax-paying public you take along on this treacherous ride. Granite Construction is not responsible for bad policy adopted by this board. They only asked, and you have obediently complied by shirking your public duty to the people of the county. Granite does not even have to pay the legal bills. The county has to pay the bill and then request reimbursement from Granite Construction. The fast track item you are defending was created exclusively by Supervisor Benoit and Gary Johnson of Granite Construction. You are putting the faith and credit of the county behind a proposal created outside the purview of the professionals on the county staff or the public at large. Legend has it that once a deal is made with the devil, you can't go back on it, and you can't get your soul back. This agreement is an attorney's wet dream, as a friend explained it to me. But it is a nightmare for the years of litigation you have brought upon this county and other parties. Most reasonable people go through life doing anything to avoid getting sued. But since you suffer no direct consequences from actions you presumably take on behalf of the county, you throw all caution to the silica wind. You contaminate the community of Temecula and shred whatever remnants of integrity remain in the county seat of government. This is certainly an outside-the-box approach to circumvent a public hearing process to get Liberty Quarry to approval. It is so far outside the box, I'm hoping somebody ends up in a cell. A dear friend asked that I read the following, and I will close with this. Justice and sunlight will come to these events, gentlemen, as the kidnapped American diplomat's wife said to her captors in the movie The Wind and the Lion. God will listen. We have an investigative press in this country which has brought down such persons who thought that they were untouchable, such as Congressman Randy Duke Cunningham and the officials who betrayed their own people for personal profit in the city of Bell. Journalists such as Jeff Gottlieb and Ruben Vives of the Los Angeles Times received the Pulitzer Prize for Public Service for their uncovering of public corruption. You can rest assured that investigative reporters will be drawn to the story you are creating like flies on, well, you know the rest. You may think that the day is yours today, and for this brief moment it is. But enjoy it for the moment. Another day will come, and with it, justice.